The Philadelphia Eagles officially bring up Bradley Roby from the practice squad to the active roster. They also officially ruled out Sidney Brown versus the Rams. Blankenship leads all safeties at this one stat. Plus, Dallas Goedert in for a big game against the Rams. And last but not least, Jalen Hurts has been cooking via the pass the last 2 weeks, and he might have to shoot out versus the Rams. What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast, and today we got a lot to get into. But before we do that, Eagle Nation, can I ask y'all for a favor? Help your boy out. Smash that like, subscribe if you are new, and turn on that notification bell. That way you don't miss any live streams or videos from here on out. Let's get into it. So the Philadelphia Eagles elevated punter Braden Mann and cornerback Bradley Roby from the practice squad for tomorrow's game and placed center/guard Cam Jurgens on IR. That means we won't see Cam Jurgens for a little bit, but Bradley Roby will play. The question is, how much? We talked about this in my last video. We need all hands on deck. We did get some bad news as it pertains to Sidney Brown, who was a limited participant at the last practice, but the Eagles have already ruled him out. Me and LB were live when y'all told us in the chat. Shout out to everybody who came through. But this is another blow. Again, the last time we seen Sidney Brown, he played great at backup safety. He also did some big things in the nickel. And again, who's going to play the majority nickel snaps? That's pretty much the base defense for every single team in the National Football League now. For the simple fact, it's a passing league, 11 personnel, 5 wide. That is now the new calling card, and especially a team like the Rams, who not only have the second leading wide receiver in the NFL, Puka Nuka, whatever you say, 10 targets, 9 catches, a $163 and a touchdown last week versus the Colts, but they also are getting their guy back. Cooper Kupp could make his 2023 debut. Sean McVay already announced that he will play. No surprise to us. And again, both these guys, Puka and Kupp, are slot receivers. But if there's any coach that can figure out how to get 2 slot receivers on the field when they're going 5 wide, maybe Cooper Kupp can play outside, because the dude is talented. He's not just a slot receiver. Remember when people said that about Justin Jefferson? That is not true. And the Rams run a lot of motion, so who knows where they line up, where they end up. It is going to be a task, a huge task for Sean Desai and this Eagles pass defense. But again, Bradley Roby being elevated means he's going to play, but how comfortable is Sean Desai with him? The knowledge he got with the playbook. How many snaps do we really expect to see him? At the end of the day, playing him in the nickel and bouncing Bradbury out is going to shore up this secondary. Once again, Sidney Brown not playing is a hurt piece, but at least we get Justin Evans back. The safety group is growing together, right? Consistency between Bradbury, whoever's playing nickel, Slay, Reed, and Evans, it got to grow. That's where we face most of our adversity. And again, playing against the Rams ain't going to make it easier. Mathew threw for 319 yards, a touchdown, an interception, and an 89.5 rating versus the Colts. Not his best game, but through 4 weeks of football, he has only 1 game where he didn't throw for 300 yards. So once again, tall task. Blankenship has been stepping up time and time again. Despite only playing 3 games, Blankenship is tied for the league-high most pass breakups at the safety position with 3. He already got a pick. 2 of the 3 games he played, he led the team in tackles. Last game it was Nicholas Morrow. But Blankenship is growing as a player. He's a big contributor. And again, we need the chemistry between Bradbury, Slay, Reed, and Evans to continue to blossom. The front 7 is going to do their job, right? And the pressures that the front 7 are getting are going to turn into the sacks once the back end gets better. But the question is it ever going to get better? Are we going to be able to stay healthy in the secondary? And will Sean Desai change up play calling? The aggressiveness that he showed on 3rd down versus the Commanders was absolutely pathetic. But again, how much does he rely on guys like Sidney Brown, athleticism, Justin Evans? He relies on him more. But the amount of snaps that were asked of Terrell Edmunds kind of put the Eagles in a bad situation. Josh Strobe, right? Like, there's so much dysfunction going on in the back end. I don't really know how good these guys are or can be, but this is not a game that you want to go into with question marks. So this got to be our most prepared, most well-executed game plan and execution on the players and the coaches. Once again, the one thing that could help out this secondary is the Philadelphia Eagles pass rush. This year, the Rams offensive line ranks 29th in QB pressure allowed. 43.4% of the time he is being pressured, he being Mathew Stafford. So we're going to need to see Jalen Carter step up in this starting role for Fletcher Cox. Jordan Davis be more than just a run stopper. Moro Ojomo get his opportunity. Katavius Street, Milton Williams, an X factor who, when he's in the game, he plays hard, but you got to rotate him in and out. And again, this D-line can't just count on the interior pass rush. We need to see Nolan Smith, Brandon Graham, Hassan Reddick, Josh Sweat step up. Both Hassan Reddick and Josh Sweat got sacks last week versus the Commanders. Josh Sweat already had a sack on the season. Hassan Reddick's first. Maybe this is the start of something crazy. And again, if you're going to get sacks, this is the team to get them against. And it's going to help out the back end as much as possible because, again, they got some deadly weapons. Flipping it over to the Rams defense, let's start with their pass defense, holding wide receivers to a 75.2 rating. Again, I don't believe any cornerback can stop Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown. You can only slow them guys down. However, if there was a game that Dallas Goedert was going to get out of the funk, right, this could be the game versus the Rams, especially if the wide receivers are being held in check. Dallas Goedert has the talent. It's just the opportunity hasn't been there. Nick said, trust me, I promise you, he's still part of the plan of us wanting to get him the football. We need to get him the football. Sometimes there's just a dry spell in there too, and this is what's kind of going on. That's Nick Sirianni on Dallas Goedert. Once again, if the Rams DBs do a decent job in slowing down Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown, of course the run game is there. We could never, I repeat, ever forget the run game. DeAndre Swift is playing at an extremely high level. So you're going to get him the ball on crucial situations. But Dallas Goedert could be a legit option for this game versus the Rams. If they've watched tape all year, they're going to try to double A.J. Brown. They might bracket Devontae Smith. They could even put an extra guy in the box, but they won't be looking at Dallas Goedert. This could be his 100-yard receiving game. Another thing to watch out for is Aaron Donald, one of the best defensive players in the game. Versus the Eagles in 4 games, he only has 8 tackles and a total of 0 sacks. So the Eagles have been very good at defending this guy. Maybe they put 2 guys on them. They understand that if you let Aaron Donald wreck a game, it could be disastrous for your quarterback. So we've been really good in that situation, and it's because our O-line is really good and because our game plan consists of making sure he can't get at the quarterback. Jalen Hurts is slinging the rock. The last time we seen him was his best game to date. Over 300 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. He was going deep. He was dissecting that Commanders defense, and he was changing plays at the line of scrimmage. The last 2 weeks, he has heated up as a passer. In fact, he has the most passing yards in the last 2 weeks in the NFL, 596. But more importantly, he just does what's needed to win. He don't care what his stats look like. If we need to run for 200 plus as a team to get the dub, sign him up for that. If he needs to pass for over 300, sign him up for that. His goal is just to get to 5-0, 1-0 each week. However, if the Eagles' pass defense don't play up to standard and Cooper Kupp, Nuka Puka, whatever his name is, Mathew Stafford go off, we might need to see Jalen Hurts shoot it out with Mathew Stafford, and we got the tools. Like I talked about earlier, if the DBs for the Rams are given the wide receiver for the Eagles a challenge, we got Dallas Goedert. We can't forget the run game, but we might need Jalen Hurts to shoot it out. So let me know in the comment section, how many yards will Jalen Hurts have via the pass. Plus, let me know your score prediction in the comment section. The NFL picks are in, and everybody's taking the Eagles besides MJD. What is your score prediction? What do you think Jalen Hurts is going to throw for? Let me know in the comment section. With all that being said, I go by Philly Mike. Do your boy a favor and hit that like button. It is free. It's easy. It don't cost a thing. Subscribe on the road to 40K and turn on that bell so you don't miss nothing. We will be doing some giveaways on the channel. These are the new rules. Every super chat during the live stream, especially the play-by-plays, each dollar will be one entry into a random spinny wheel for a jersey giveaway. You pick the player. It could be Jalen Carter. It could be A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Jalen Hurts. You pick the color and the player. We're going to do that every 2 to 3 weeks. We're going to give away a jersey starting with tomorrow's game. I'll be live every dollar. $10 super chat, 10 entries. We will calculate it. 2 weeks later, we draw the winner. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, Eagle Nation. Drop the muscle emoji. Get the merch. We will be having hoodies on the website come Monday. Air Hurts, Philly Dog hoodies. But if you need any of this, link in the description, and you can find it pinned in the comment section. We out.